thing.
Oh, I see.
I think we're live now.
Oh, cool.
Let's.
Okay, interesting subjects. I'll send them. If something piques your interest, you can pick one of the prompts.
Okay. Just putting some Kevin McLeod on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Green Earth campaign. Pure of heart.
Mm-hmm.
Virtual sport championships.
These are tricky subjects.
I don't really like any of them. Pure of Heart's just too generic.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other ones are too specific.
I mean, I guess that's also kind of the point. To once again get out of your comfort zone.
True.
Get something down.
True.
Or be creative in a way that you can turn something that isn't interesting into something that is.
No, that's a good point. Welcome to the stream, gang. I've got ads with me.
Yeah, it's me. A Belgian.
Disgusting.
Let me actually go to Twitch so I can at least follow along.
It's on youtube.com.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's kind of an indie website, you might not have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very fake. Cool. Have you actually had many viewers?
We've had, for the past few days, we had a solid 5 viewers at like any given time.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't the worst thing I've ever experienced.
True.
2 at the moment, one of which might be you.
Yeah. One of them, which is in fact me.
Chad Belgian. I'm gonna have to ban you from chat if you say
that. Okay, let me actually plug in my decent mic, so I might cut out for a bit till I adjust my input.
Okay. Oh, bright and early. I was up too late last night. These crowns yesterday. I don't know how to feel about them.
For the whole coronation thing.
Yeah. Let's just plug him in and see what happens, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Those are pretty cool scenes. Simple, effective, sure.
You're very quiet, by the way.
Oh, really?
You're the world's quietest Belgian.
How about now?
Still really quiet. I think I can just turn your volume up, Hans.
Sure.
There you go, you're up.
Brilliant.
Mr. Mog in chat thinks that top, middle, and centre middle are nice.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like centre middle and top middle.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah, it's also how well is it gonna aid the story?
Are you still painting these with the mouse, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've got my tablet, so I switch between the two.
Mm-hmm.
If I need a very specific line, it's better.
Mm-hmm.
just better, isn't it? I mainly use the mouse for studying.
I see. Let's see. What subject to paint? I'm free all day. Well, not all day. I do have to do the CGMA feedbacks, but it means I can actually do a lot of painting today, hopefully.
Do this keyframe?
The coronation one.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Need more people to join in with it.
One of my students actually is joining in.
With the coronation keyframe?
Yeah, I think he has actually already submitted something.
Was it Andrew?
Yeah.
Yes, I think he did submit something. Is the music very, very loud? Okay. How's that? You don't like tiki bar music? What the hell? Leave this. I think this is like the highest resolution.
That would actually be interesting to turn into a keyframe sequence, you know? 3 keyframes of a coronation.
Ooh. It would, yeah. My goal at the moment is polish. I mean, I don't usually do. So it kind of makes sense just to do the one. But I have been thinking about getting into the opposite, doing storyboarding and stuff. Looking at Dan Milligan's work. So maybe for the next one. Gonna take a day. But then I
Maybe.
have to remind myself that apparently most people do spend forever in a day on paintings. So
So maybe it'd be worth trying to spend forever and a day on something.
that's my thought. Earth is here. I quite like the shapes on the arm. Yes. I have a physiotherapist with me who will probably tell you that they're wrong.
Probably.
But they look cool, so who cares?
Let's have a look.
I'll just say it's some kind of demon. And then it's need correct.
It's just like a little bit of a dislocated elbow.
Yeah, I really wanted it to be like overextended almost.
Well, overextended would mean that
Would it be the opposite way around?
well, not necessarily. You've made a shift in the elbow rather than an actual overextension in the elbow. So the bone of the upper arm doesn't line up with the bones of the lower arm. Like, at least the joints still remain like a hinge point instead of actually shifting to the side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was looking at arms and it was like...
You do have that, but then the upper arm would just have to be a straight angle from the joint. Like, it doesn't need to be like a zigzaggy pattern.
That it did kind of zigzag where the upper arm is straight, and then you could actually get the forearm to go at an angle.
Yeah, the forearm can go at an angle. Definitely, that's when you overextend it. But like the little shift to the side just doesn't make sense.
This thing?
Yeah, so that's possible. But in your case, it would be as if you grab the lower arm and just slide it to the side.
Can you do a really quick paint over?
Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. I do paint overs all day. Now I have to do them in the morning as well.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh well.
You'll just have to help me out again with CGMA feedbacks.
Oh, happy. I enjoy that.
Alright, so the issue is that right now you have an arm where the bones are basically built like this. Well, if I would actually try to be accurate, it'd be more like this, I guess. And you see what I mean by dislocated.
Yes.
Yeah. So you want them to at least line up at the joint, so that means that the upper arm should come in at an angle, so it lines up with the ulna.
So I just want to do this. The stream has a delay, so you won't be able to see it.
I'll wait a little bit. Have you done it already?
No, I'm not watching the stream.
And they're grabbing the lasso tool.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the idea is, so the joint around the elbow doesn't really move, right? That just stays in place. You can like endo-rotate your upper arm or exo-rotate your upper arm. But basically the heads of the radius and the ulna will stay at the same level. They're lying next to each other. It's only the distal parts, so the far parts of the forearms that roll over each other, while the proximal side, so the side that's around the elbow joint, stays in the same location, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So because of that, the joint itself isn't going to move when you overextend or rotate your arm to like put that ground on that head. That's why we still want to see a clear hinge point basically in that elbow, because that doesn't shift. The only reason that you might be seeing some deviations from that might be because some of the muscle mass is bulging out of the silhouette of the bones, of course, because they're lying on top of the bones. But usually the ridge of the ulna is always quite visible, because that you don't really have any muscles on the underside of your the ulnar side, I guess, of your arm. It's only at the front and the back side that you have your muscles.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
Glad we sorted that out.
I think this is kind of boring to watch the stream though. Like a longer painting. You're perpetually and consistently doing walks and study when you actually do a painting. It's going to be out of this world quality. Yeah. Well, this is meant to be an actual painting. But it's in its early, very early stages at the moment. That was the sketch for it. Just bits and pieces. Yeah. The other artist is Ernst or Arm Billen.
Yeah, it's me. Moderator in the server already.
Yes.
Haven't been very active in the server lately, maybe, so I could change that.
Come and hang
I won't mention it, unless some of you do.
I think he meant, don't me mention it.
Maybe. Yeah, I do know some things about anatomy, and that's mainly because I'm also a physiotherapist. So that helps.
I imagine it would.
Oh, do you not know about a server?
What?
Interesting.
How do you not know about the server?
Too many. I think that's an issue for most artists, but yeah. There's a server.
There is a server, yes.
The painting Joe's doing at the moment is for his most recent little assignment.
I advertise the server in every single video I make.
Do you? Cool.
Single YouTube video, it says at the end, join the server. There should be like a link in most descriptions, not of the streams, but of the standalone videos. There will be.
The next prompt brief. Wait, have you actually made something for this prompt, Tom?
Yeah, he did. It's in the prompt gallery.
Interesting, okay.
It was very grand.
Awesome.
Made a little. Oh god. Designs.psd? No. It's not right. This. That was yesterday's stream. I think I could probably take some bits.
Cool. Fishbowl, man.
Because on this painting, the head wasn't even going to be visible, so I just thought I'd do something stupid. Craig Mullins thumbnail. God bless you. Craig Mullins. Craig Mullins is my fave. I like Craig Mullins, and I like Devin Corwin. And Devin Corwin studied under Craig Mullins, and then I like Andrew Lee, who studied under Devin Corwin. So I like 3 people who originated from Craig Mullins. It's really, really good. Yeah. Maybe I should broaden my horizons.
Maybe. I mean, you don't have to, but maybe.
Get something else in to avoid basically, you know, getting a bit stagnant.
I wonder if Craig Mullins ever tried something like that's vastly out of his comfort range.
Oh, that's his whole thing.
I know, but like, for example, has he ever tried something like hugely stylized? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I think there's pretty stylish stuff on his website.
Okay.
I'm not screen sharing my whole screen. But I could. It plugged in. I have an external hard drive with like a couple thousand Craig Mullins. Craig Mullins. Here we go.
Because of course I know that he is all about getting out of your comfort zone, but
Quite a big
genres.
folder, so I wonder if we.
Guess we shall find out soon enough then.
That's kind of stylized in a funny way. Depends what you mean by stylized. He's done a lot of different styles. Just because he's worked on a lot of different games, like again, that's stylized in a kind of like comic booky way. So you can then make the thumbnails extra large. These are some caricatures. These are fun. It's a really nice Craig Mullins painting. Really nice.
They're cool, yeah.
I have subscribed to the Craig Mullins YouTube channel, yes.
Has he had more successful streams already?
Not that I've seen. But man, so much of this is. Oh. So much of it is polished, is the thing, so I want to get some polished. And then I can do as many little scrappy sketches as I like, knowing that I could, in theory, polish them. But at the moment, I don't know if, in theory, I could polish them because I never have.
I think in theory, you would be able to. You just don't have the patience for it most of the times.
True, yeah, if I just gave myself unlimited time.
I think anyone can polish if they like want to. Polish is just about putting in the time.
That's true. That's true. It's got so many fun little bar drawings from when he was an industrial designer. Love it. Anyway, enough looking at Craig Mullins' work. More painting. Be the top prong is long. it's just. I think I just need to. Resolve. Some shapes. Where it's like, what am I looking at?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think like the arm of the guy is quite readable, but anything else of the guy below the belt basically is just a little bit
Yes.
of a mess.
Yeah. Well, nothing other than the arm has been touched since the original thumbnail.
Okay, that's fair.
I
So you'd
did
have to
really
define
need-
like if that's a gown with folds or if that's
It's
I don't
gonna
know.
it's gonna be a gown with a front flap and then
Mhm.
a back flap and then some kind of different maybe more ruched material in the middle.
I think what would really give this some polish as opposed to some of your other paintings maybe, and this is something you don't generally do, but define what's in the background.
Disgusting ants, what the hell? Define what's in the background.
If it's in a church setting, if it's in an outdoor setting, if it's
It will be in a church. I intended these to be you can't see because the stream's delayed, but I intended these to be pillars in the background.
okay.
The little red lines. You can't
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
But because it's a church, I want light to be like flooding in somewhere. It's all gonna be very atmospheric and hazy.
The other thing I would suggest, although it's really fine at the moment, but maybe some tweaking as well, is the silhouette of the guy that's framing on the image on the left. Because the issue is if you put in a foreground element that basically has a big straight line as a silhouette, although this has a straight line with a little bump, you're basically cropping the image rather than actually adding in a foreground element.
No,
So
certainly, yeah. I mean, maybe
creating something that's a bit more definable in there could really help the image, I think.
Model site.
But yeah, that's for later. I don't know if this is how you work as well in the painting, but I tend to work from background to foreground.
It kind of work the opposite way, to be honest.
Oh, interesting.
Because you got access to layers.
True.
It's like I want to work out the foreground elements that I'm going to be seeing in the most detail, and then I can adjust the background elements to support and frame them.
Mm-hmm.
After the fact, so you're receiving so much light.
I don't know, I guess it's also because of the fact that the only traditional painting I've ever done was watercolor.
Oh god, yeah.
So that's just slowly building up your painting.
I think most traditional painting,
Yeah, true.
even acrylic, you don't want to. You could paint the background in last with acrylic, but you'd probably mess up something in the foreground as you did it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to really slimy. Really sweaty.
like priests tend to be, I guess.
Yeah. You allowed to say that on YouTube?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you can call priests sweaty. Maybe leave it at that.
Well, it's only fair. Like they wear like how many layers?
True. Yeah. They're not sweating for any other reason.
Mm-hmm. But I guess especially in a medieval context, it kind of works because hygiene wasn't really a thing in the medieval times in Europe.
Find some shapes
Mm-hmm.
without killing the paint. Like, what's actually going on here? Oh, horizon lines probably there. So we should be able to see some floor. But then, what floor does a church have? Google
Tiles.
Tile church. This is another thing is I just never bring a reference, which is stupid.
Something you should do.
I like some of these. Let's
I'm going to Berlin this weekend, by the way, to a concept art convention, well, digital art convention.
exciting.
Very much so, yeah.
What kind?
Well, it's the Playgrounds convention. In Berlin, they were in the Netherlands like a couple of weeks ago. It's just gonna be like industry stuff. Like Evan Amundsen's gonna be speaking there. Guerrilla Games is gonna be there. Gonna be able to do portfolio reviews, drink and draws, all that stuff. My students are actually going to be there as well.
And Bill and students.
Yes.
They're the best kind.
Yeah, I do somewhat agree. They're horrible. Nah, that's not true. Like I've mentioned, they asked me for extra work, so that's the best thing a student can ask, honestly. If you want to get on a teacher's good side, ask for extra work voluntarily. Wouldn't you agree, Joe?
Yes.
It's gonna be interesting. They actually suggested to make it like a class trip to go to the convention. I think next year could be interesting to try to plan with the school. Like, can staff do a trip to, I don't know, Vertex if that's happening as well with
We
some
did.
students?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
Not this year, but in the past.
Oh, so when you went, it was actually
Oh, the trip.
with the school. Okay,
Although I didn't
that's cool.
go with got a train instead. And I paid for
Yeah.
my ticket, so it wasn't really with the school.
Yeah, you were just there at the same time the school was.
Yeah. A whopping 7 views.
Cool.
I want something insanely complex for the floor. For no good reason. Just to contrast everything else there.
How are you going to fully render it? Question from Sean Dillon.
I'm gonna do my best. When I say fully render, I don't know. What do you mean fully render? It's not gonna be hyper realistic. See you, Tom.
Oh, we've lost Tom. Okay. So are these streams going to be a daily thing from now on?
They're gonna be daily, 4 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm moving house.
Oh yeah. Exciting.
So, for a few days after I move house, I probably won't have my PC set up very well. Or the internet for that matter.
Internet shouldn't take too long to set up.
I'm also curious as to whether or not the new internet is.
Sorry?
I want to know whether or not the new internet I get is going to do the job.
Mm-hmm. Just look for a good internet package from your provider, I guess.
$1,000 bigger.
Could also take the opportunity to redesign your entire desk area at home.
Oh, I am. I've been looking at IKEA for inspiration.
Brilliant.
My desk at the moment is just everything shoved onto the desk because it's the only desk I had. I cancel that transform in case it crashes it.
I'm actually looking to redecorate my desk area as well. just to make it look a little bit more, I guess, professional.
Yeah, professional would be the word. What's the last painting I fully, quote unquote, fully rendered?
Probably the environment.
Weird
Guess.
mountain things.
Hmm?
The weird triple mountain.
Yeah.
Quintuple mountain. This thing?
Well, I'll see in a bit. But
See
yeah,
it in 5
probably
minutes
that
or
one.
updates.
Probably that one, yeah.
Still very, very painting.
Yeah, that one. Now it pops up.
Just to resolve itself. Do I work as an artist of some kind? Kind of. I am a concept art lecturer.
Mm-hmm.
So I teach youths how to paint and draw. Mainly draw.
For now. I'm happy to have a day off from Sintra. It's good to take breaks in between lectures. Kind of get some personal stuff done.
Yeah. It is fun. I should be talking about being a lecturer and not CGMA. But I imagine CGMA is also fun. Can I draw Ubu anime style? I could, but then I'd have to kill myself, so maybe not. Maybe not. The Ubu anime style is too powerful for me. Don't want to go near it. I think the world would implode if I did something.
Maybe.
Didn't I try? Didn't I? I swear I said I was gonna try.
You've mentioned to me, like not too long ago actually, that you were going to try to
I thought I did.
get like
Did I not do it?
respectable anime art out.
You like some Ghibli stuff, even though Ghibli just doesn't think it's anime.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I did. Can't find any.
funny because I do get a lot of questions about anime style, which is interesting because I have no anime in my anywhere.
You get a lot of questions about anime even though you don't play anime.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's your anime. And then you just need some like and then we unironically have quite a fun
Amazing. Slightly creepy, Joe. Slightly creepy.
No, it's not. What the hell? You're so mean. It's my beautiful anime face. Oh, it looks so ridiculous. Oh.
Maybe change the color of your eyes. Make them like bright blue or something. Or green. And then tiny nose.
With that tiny nose. This is really, really cursed. But this is how anime is made, kids. Do you know every single anime character, they just do a perfect, realistic portrait first. And then just warp it.
You know, you're quite good at this, Joe.
Oh, the blushies, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the blushies. That's just getting them in a kind of a style appropriate manner. Like, this is the kind of anime I'd make, and is in this style. Don't anime characters not have eyebrows though? Because it's just like a lie.
Maybe, I'm not sure. And you need to change the shape of your hair a little bit.
Oh yeah, we need to make that.
And the thinnest neck.
Okay, so let's thin down the neck. Just a bit. And then we need to make like to really design the hair.
Oh goodness, what have you done, Joe?
It's like that film, I've unlocked 100% of my brain.
Have you shrunken down the nose yet?
I think the nose is already kind of small.
I think it's only small by comparison to the eyes.
There you go.
No, I quite like that hair that you whipped up. Fun.
What else do anime characters have? I don't even know.
What are the chances that you're gonna make this your new profile pic?
You know, I'll put it on Instagram as a joke. Say new profile pic. What do you guys think? Yeah, no, unironically, I kind of like it. Oh man. I feel like I need to get away from the obviously liquefied, bulging eyes now.
Yeah, maybe you need to turn them into proper eyes. Think anime and anatomy. Have you never seen the anime skull?
I mean, that's something, isn't it?
It's a good skull to study, I guess. Maybe you should do an assignment about anime skull studies.
Yeah, listen, I'm a natural.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a natural.
Seem to be.
No, I'm not a natural. I just did a lot of anime drawings when I was like 14.
See, you already have more experience at this than I do. I did not. I did one Ichigo speed paint.
Oh, the famous. I had forgotten. I had completely forgotten about the Ichigo speed paint.
It's now lost in time.
Look, this is like a reward for doing the other painting.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I don't like those eyebrows.
Slowly turning from a 38-year-old man to a child.
To a Japanese child. Did I watch Mark Curly? I think everyone watched Mark Curly.
Yeah, I believe so.
What happened? What happened to the man?
Isn't he still around? I think he's still doing stuff.
I think he just like outright refused to keep up with the time, so he's still posting like the exact same manga tutorials that he was.
Think so, yeah. I mean, good on him.
Yeah, good on him for consistency, sticking with it.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't seem to be want to be a slave to the algorithm, I suppose.
No, but it's weird because he has like 3 million. He's got like the most subscribers of anyone other than like Chazza maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But his videos get absolutely 0 views.
Yeah, 8,000 views. 12 days ago. Artistic goals. These thumbnails are also exactly the same as they were like 10 years ago. Yeah, very consistent, awesome. He is doing more than anime stuff, it seems. Some realistic stuff, some caricatures. Maybe I should watch some Mark Riley again. Oh, there's some anime stuff. He's launched a Patreon not too long ago.
Why do I have the most viewers I've had on this stream while I'm doing this? Shove off.
Oh, yeah, another one joined. Oh, another one left. Okay.
Guys, I promise I'm actually doing a painting, not.
Brilliant.
Yeah, let me just copy paste this out just for Instagram. Post it in the chat. My file's too powerful. Yeah, you're telling me it is. Jesus.
I quite like it.
I quite like it. Maybe I'll do some anime, unironically.
Mm-hmm.
The file's still too powerful. It's too powerful. Jesus Christ. Am I ever going to be able to post this? A screenshot we'll have to do. Let's close this and never speak of it ever again.
I'm saving this.
Just for reference, that's the original portrait. It's the animification. That's a word. Yeah, maybe. Let's go back to sensible page.
I think it's amazing. I like it. Yeah, I do agree. Chibiversity. You have to post this now.
University. Is that the university for chibi artists?
Maybe.
Maybe that's what I need.
Maybe you need to visit Chibiversity to get good at art.
Let me put this on my Instagram. Really quick. I believe that's what they call kawaii desu in the business.
Mm-hmm.
How long have I been streaming for? An hour. Not got much done in an hour. But
How long do you usually stream?
about an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
The man of culture. Into the Uruverse. Did my viewership unironically spike when I started doing an anime head?
Yeah, you've lost a couple now.
Maybe that's it. I'll become the world's best anime artist.
I think you spiked at 10 viewers. You've dropped to 7.
I think that's tomorrow's stream.
Anime? Anime ooh art.
Yeah.
Did you set a deadline for the prompt, by the way?
There's no deadline in the sense that you can do it whenever you please, but I will release a new prompt. I was thinking Sunday or Monday. When did I make the prompt? Like last week?
Maybe.
Let me check. It was the 5th? No, it was the 2nd. Yeah, it was last Monday. So next Monday, after it's been 2 weeks, I'll release a new prompt. So that doesn't mean you can keep working on this one if you want it, but it's gonna be a new one. So. I think 2 weeks is fairly reasonable.
Also, if you don't know what to do, there's still other prompts left. Like the archive still has some nice references on case studies, on cloud studies, on fish studies.
Yes, yes. Oh, this was something I was interested in doing. I was wondering your opinion on it.
Hmm?
If I'm doing the daily streams, I just need stuff to do. I mean, the reason I don't stream a lot of the time is because I can't think what I'd do that people would want to watch. I was thinking of having a separate channel in the Discord where people could just post work or anything they wanted, or like a reference if they wanted to see me paint something in particular, or if they wanted me to paint over something. So
That'd be interesting. The only issue is whenever you ask me to give you a brief or something to study, you don't like it.
true. Well, no. If you gave me a specific ref, I'd study it.
Yeah. That's also because I know what kind of refs you tend to enjoy.
But I think if I did it when you and I are in a call, it's like very nice and a relaxed call.
True.
But if I set the premise that it was going to be like a challenge, that whatever you put in the fucking thing, I'll do. Maybe I'd be more tempted to do it. Although I guess that would open myself up to people putting deliberately ridiculous things in.
Yeah.
But there's nothing stopping me saying no.
True.
No, I will not.
I will not do this.
Where's my...
The other risk you have, by the way, is if people only start asking for anime ooh stuff because they've now had a little taste.
They've had a little taste, and then once you go anime, can't go back.
You may.
Anime. Shut up. Anime. Stop procrastinating my names. You just stop. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it. Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what he said.
If you need me to
Quote Shia
LaBeouf and, I don't know, guilt you into doing some work, I'll bring up my study folder. Bring up your study folder as well, lads. I'll bring that up on the screen.
Sure. Although my study folder the past month has been a little bit because the main painting that I've been doing was paint overs.
Just Avaganda, feast your eyes, go do some work. What else?
A student of mine actually enjoyed me threatening him to subtract marks if he didn't do more studies.
Good. I've done a few, like this was a nice sketch I did that I never ever worked on. Really simple comment. This is last year though. We're getting old.
Yes.
My favorite art teacher used to say she paints with her feet, meaning she walks her lazy butt to her studio and forces herself to start. Very good.
You've taken that to a more literal.
Yeah, I've gone a bit more literal with that, I think. That's a foot painting. It's a nice cheeky foot paint. In fact, maybe I'll do a foot painting on stream tomorrow morning.
Was it Craig Mullins, by the way, that said the only talent I have is being interested in art or something along those lines?
Craig Mullins famously said, "I'm not an artist, I'm a technician."
Great.
It's a very technical skill. That's a foot painting. The crocodiles are foot painting. That's what I liked.
But by the way, also, so I gave a class on photo bashing last week, right?
Yeah.
And this week they actually had to start concepting for my colleague's project, which is a realistic movie, right? And they all said like, oh yeah, so he said we should probably photo bash, but it might be a tricky skill to learn. But they just came to us like to me and said, well, sure, it's a new skill, but as long as we know the fundamentals, we can actually do
Correct.
proper photo bashing.
Bam. They've
It's
got
what
it.
they said. I didn't put it in their mouths. They like just by teaching them the fundamentals at first, and then afterwards, after they've practiced the fundamentals for months and months, I taught them some photo bashing techniques, and
Incredible. Sounds like you got some perfect little.
they really, yeah, they really keep surprising me lately. Like it just makes me feel all warm inside that they're actually taking my lessons to heart.
Is this Sintra or CGMA?
This is Sintra. This is Sintra. Yeah.
Good, good.
The students that are left are actually doing great.
The students that are left.
We have lost quite a few along the way. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're resolving shapes. I don't like some of the shapes.
But isn't it brilliant that if you don't teach people the shortcut straight away, they come to the conclusions on their own that they need to know the fundamentals first?
Yes, it is. That's the way. There's the natural order of things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess too much with the original values I premised. You guys teach at the same school? No.
No,
Burns
different
is
countries.
in Belgium. You might not have heard of it. It's a small country.
You mentioned that. Actually, yesterday, I felt a little bit insulted as a Belgian once more. So you know the Rookies Awards, right?
Yeah.
So they have a list on concept art schools in Europe, like which are the best, right?
Sintra didn't even list.
Well, Sintra didn't list, but that putting that aside. So it said on number 1, New Edge in Paris, France, right? So that makes sense. New Edge is a cool school. So Paris, France. Then we had on second place, can't remember which one it was, but then at some point we had Hertfordshire in the UK. So it says Hertfordshire, UK. Then we had on number 10 Teesside. Also first the city and then the country. And then on the list there was DAE, Belgium, Germany. So I don't know what happened there, if they think Belgium is a city in Germany. But like every single school on the list has the city first and the country second, and then
Belgium,
apparently Belgium is a
Germany.
city in Germany.
And that's what some high up German officials from the past would have liked. Yes.
Yes, definitely. That's what honestly most countries in Europe would have liked.
Oh,
So the
Belgium.
rookies
It's not
are
that city in Germany. Wasn't there a Jake Paul rap video where someone said England is my city or something?
Yeah,
It's stupid.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, good.
My city.
I come and visit you in Germany.
In Germany, yeah.
Yeah.
Photo bashing messed me up trying to shortcut my painting journey with tricks and not understanding how light works. Yeah, definitely. So that's why, like we've mentioned, there's an order to things. You should learn the fundamentals first. And with fundamentals, we mean your drawing skills, your values. Color comes last, and then photo bashing comes even afterwards. It's more like a cherry on top, in my opinion.
Yeah. You can play with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think a lot of people get the impression that when when you say that you should learn something in a certain order, they mean, oh, well,
Oh, yeah.
you're not allowed to touch photo bashing forever. And it's like, no, you can have a mess
can
around with
experiment.
photo bashing, yeah, sure, but don't. It shouldn't be your primary focus.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided what hair my king is actually gonna have.
I see.
Maybe just something like a bowl cut, an Edwardian bowl cut.
Could do.
I think it makes him younger.
Maybe he's wearing like,
Like
I don't know, chainmail? Like a cap
a coif.
underneath? Is that what it's called?
A chainmail coif, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just mail, it's not chainmail.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The whole point is that he's young, and I feel like if I put him in chainmail, it'd make him look all battle hardened, which he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
It would look cooler, so maybe afterwards I'll do a version where he's got chainmail, but it doesn't fit the keyframe I wrote.
Yeah, sure. Just because the crown doesn't look particularly comfortable with all the sharp stuff at the bottom.
I think, well, that's another part that I'd like to read in terms of the story, as it's like a really shitty, horrible kingdom that he doesn't actually want to inherit. So I was thinking, like, you know, the crown from Game of Thrones, where it's all spiky and it's got like antlers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But
Cool.
getting that to. I think we can obliterate this guy in the background. Not obliterate, but I think maybe the lights come too. The atmosphere, and all we get are like shadow shapes. I also want this white cloak to be in glowing, maybe not glowing, but glowing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a long way to go.
Fine, you have time.
I got loads. That's the original thing. We're getting there. We're resolving issues as we go. It has been an hour and a half. Oh no, it hasn't. An hour and 15 minutes. Should I do a quick study of something and then end the stream?
Good too.
Get that down here. Quick thing. Is there some kind of test to understanding the fundamentals? I guess there are like an infinite amount of tests.
I don't think you should focus on literally taking a test. The best person to kind of feel out if you are comfortable with a certain skill is yourself, and if you aren't certain yourself, you can just ask peers, artists online, like, what do you think my main weakness is in this image?
Yeah.
And if it's values, you study values. If it's perspective, you go back to perspective. If it's anything really, you just study whatever you think is the weakest link in your painting. It's all about self-reflection.
Yes. Yes. The best kind of test you could do, quote unquote test. It's not like an actual test, it's just try and do a painting.
Yeah.
and see if it looks good. I hate looking for references. Oh god. I might just end the stream here. It's been a good one. We've made some
Anime?
anime. We've done Spain, and we've spoken about Belgium being a city in Germany. So yeah, it's been really good.
It's true. That is true.
This painting is just slowly nailing along until it becomes something. We'll see. Right, thank you for attending the stream, Ernst, and everyone else.